What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan. I'm BeamNX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have an errata and rules update for Star Wars Legion. It's been a while, but we try to bring this stuff to you guys as soon as we know anything about it. This time it is a points update for Star Wars Legion. So like I said, errata and rule update is a series, but the points update would definitely fall within that category as the points directly relates to the rules. So, like I said, always look for that subtitle if you're wondering what it's about. It is about basically a rules update, which is the points list for Star Wars Legion. So we missed it by a little bit here. It's November 12th by the time we're posting this video, so it was a little bit late, but we'll try to bring our Star Wars Legion news to you guys as soon as possible. I'm still waiting for the Imperial Riot Control Squad and Rebel Sleeper Squad to get to me. Unfortunately, my store is not doing well, and they're having a hard time making orders, especially orders from Lions, because we're over here in West Coast Canada, and Lions is in East Coast Canada. And so basically every time you make an order, you put all that money out, and then you don't get to sell product for 2 weeks, because it takes 2 weeks for them to ship it over to you. So unfortunately, my store's not doing well right now. So I hope they're doing better, because I want them to stick around, and I just have to basically wait for the expansions for them to be able to make a Lions order so I can get my expansions. And people could say, hey, well, why don't you just buy from somewhere else? Well, I want to support my store because I want it to stay around. So as long as they're around, I'm going to try and support them whenever possible. That's why my Digimon 2.0 isn't here yet, because I'm trying to support them as much as possible. But we'll see. We'll take a look at this points list and see what we can glean for Legion. One of the only Star Wars games I have left, because now Destiny and X-Wing have been canceled. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, well, let's get into it here. Let's talk about the points list. Be cool. We're probably not going to get an update about new expansions, I don't think, until at least like Christmas or like the New Year. So yeah. Okay, so welcome to another Atomic Mass Games transmission. We've posted points update for Star Wars Legion. The dev team is ready to share some insight into the update from the development team. The development team has been keeping a close eye on Legion since the big update dropped back at Mini Extravaganza. We've been monitoring community spaces, tournament results, podcasts, and even live stream to gather as much information about how the update has changed the way players play the game. While we put many months and actual years into playtesting all these updates and redesigns, no testing regimen is perfect, and we always knew there would be things we assessed improperly or things we simply missed. We are very happy to say that despite the few unintended interactions that have been addressed through various rulebook updates, the updates and changes needed to points and units are a short list, so let's get into it. We'd like to start off about some of the generic upgrade and some of the game-wide points updates. You'll see in this document, Recon Intel saw a points increase when the rules were originally released. As we had identified that Scout was a very powerful rule with the new development style and missions. However, we did not expect it to be as powerful as it turned out. Because of this, we were further increasing the points of the upgrade to increase the overall point impact in armies, taking significant quantities of it and hopefully making it a powerful choice for select few units rather than showing up on the majority of units in an army. Medics and repair units have also been shown to be coming in over the curve. Many have received an increase in points to account for this. While we love the flavor and the feel of a medic or repair droid returning fallen troops to the table, we'd like to see a little less of it happening on an already durable or otherwise expensive units. This increase should help bring those options back in line. Now on to some more specific adjustments. As some know, we did not hit the bullseye on some of the totally revamped and updated clone trooper units, specifically the ARC troopers and the clone commandos. Both units are seeing some substantial increases in points alongside Anakin, the 501st Battle Force, with its reduced core requirement and the ability to take an army of composed of almost exclusively these units has seen great success since the rules update, and we'd like to pull the overall efficiency of the army down. When the ARC troopers are led by clone commanders, they receive reliable one keyword. We won't bore you with a bunch of math, but as it breaks down, we had not properly assessed the significance of these additional surge tokens, especially on defense. We've increased the clone commander cost rather significantly to combat the raw efficiency of both defense and offense when combined with the ability of clones to share their tokens. Okay, so everything's busted now, is what they're saying. This army was also taking a significant number of recon intel upgrades. Between the points increase to the units and the recon intel, we expect this list to shift drastically its overall composition going forward. Astute readers will also notice that Yoda has been reduced in points. Okay, so we do get some reductions. This is a change intended to go alongside with the updates to various action economy keywords such as relentless, charge, and steady. Units that are targeted by Yoda's guidance can no longer benefit from these keywords while resolving the guidance action, thus lowering Yoda's overall power level. We felt this slight point reduction will help keep Yoda in line and not see him left behind. We have not touched on every point change here, so make sure you check out the full update. Okay. Points update. Hope they put it in blue. I like when they put it in blue because then you're red so you can see what's going on, and that's so effective the 14th. So it's gonna be effective in 3 days. Not seeing anything. Okay, there we go. So usually blue means it's gone down, red means it's gone up, but let's just see what we got here. So I don't see anything. Or maybe it's the other way. I'd have to see because they said the medical droids were increasing. So maybe F9. Let's just see if we can go down to, or maybe just blue means they've changed. Yeah, I think that just means they've changed. Yeah, they used to do red for increases in blue. I wish they would do that because it just makes more sense. Because I don't know what the last list looked like. I'd have to go find it. Come on, guys! How do I know? So we're just gonna go through the changes. FX9 medical droid is 22 points. I'm assuming that's an increase. I'd have to go get my stuff. Yeah, guys, come on. Atomic Mass Games. Show the difference. Even a code, a little, what those things that people put on maps, a little legend. Blue means increase or blue means decrease. Red means increase. Can't use two colors. That's too hard for you guys. Just FFG did it. I'll just say that right now. FFG did it. I honestly, I don't know if I'll ever be impressed with Atomic Mass Games, but at this point, I'm just saying no. Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, 165, so whatever he was. Jetpack Rockets, 5. B-1B Medical Droid, 20. I can already see that these must be going up because they're pretty expensive for these medical droids. Galactic Republic, this is where everything goes nuts. Anakin Skywalker, 170. ARC Troopers, 64. ARC Troopers Strike Team, 26. Bark Speeder, 65. Clone Commandos, 90. Clone Commando Delta Squad, 105. Yoda Grandmaster, 170. I think he was probably closer to 200 anyways. So Originally, I don't know what he was at any given point. Bark Ion Gunner, 25. Bark Twin Laser, 15. RPS 6 Gunner, 18. Clone Commander, 30. Clone Medic, 30. Or 20, sorry. So yeah, those are definitely seem a lot more expensive than I would have thought they would have been. PK Series Worker Droid, 22. Viper Recon Droid, 9. For Separatists, what else we got? Recon Intel, 8. Yeah, that seems way higher than I remember it being. Attack Protocols, 8. Defense Protocols, 8. Engagement Protocols, 3. So yeah, this would be nice. Or even show the old points. Like, show the old points in brackets so people can, like, see what the difference is. Legion. Point. In November. Yeah, 5th Trooper always has good information. I wonder if they'll go over the actual it was a couple days ago. Steady, Charge, and Relentless. Basically, abilities give you free attack after no longer trigger when it is not that unit's activation. This is a massive implications for Yoda in particular, who would often use guidance to give a free move / attack out of Bad Batch, Anakin, ARC's Wookiees, or any unit on his 2-pip turn. Between the removal of claimable objectives with 2.6 and now this, I think Yoda's value is really in the tubes now. And they've removed a lot of the utility that made Yoda a cerebral support piece and seem to be pushing him more into dive in, whack things with light stick identity that they seem to be trying to pigeonhole most Force users in. Okay, so they're ruining the game. Well, seems like AMG's really good at that. Although clearly not the intended target of this nerf, this has big implications for Palpatine, who would often use pull the strings to get a free move attack out of Vader, Snows, Dews, or Imperial Royal Guard. This really kills the Vader Palp list and maybe Palp in general, which makes me especially sad, as I found that archetype to be quite fun without being overpowered or negative play experience. Other implications of this nerf include standbys. Taking a standby in melee was a common thing to do for a melee unit with charge. Again, especially Force users, to allow them to go early in the turn and preserve their ability to attack while still keeping a target engaged. Between the withdrawal change and this, melee units will really have a hard time now keeping units in melee with them that don't want to be there. Overall, this feels like a very heavy-handed way to deal with Yoda / Bad Batch combo, which was arguably not even really that good, or at least not as good as other stuff Galactic Republic could still be running. I would rather have seen them deal specifically with just Yoda or Bad Batch if they felt that was an issue, rather than running this interaction for everyone else. Yeah. Okay, see, there you go, AMG. Follow the 5th Trooper, because they give good information. They tell you if it's a plus or a minus. Guess what? They also printed the cards for Gar Saxon that you guys forgot to print it and gave them out for free when you just told people to go print a shitty version off their computer. You didn't send new cards out to people. You just didn't tell them, you guys were gonna recall all the expansions and put them back. You gave them a shitty piece of paper for their money. And guess what? 5th Trooper printed that, and they gave it out to all the people for free because they care about Legion and you don't. Like, that pisses me off. God, AMG is so awful. I'm sorry, guys, but they're just so awful. Like, I miss FFG so much. Okay, so Anakin Skywalker, 15 points to 170, so he's 155, so 15 point. Clone Commandos, plus 15 to 90, so they were 75. Clone Commando Delta Squad has got a 5-point increase, so it was 100. ARC Troopers got plus 6, so they were about 58. Clone Commander Squad Leader upgrade, so he was 22, now he's 30. ARC Troopers Strike Team, just plus 2, so that's not bad. Clone Medic, 3 points, so he was 17. Yoda, minus 10, so he was 180. Bark Speeder, All Gunner upgrades. Okay, so Bark Speeder got a minus 3 to each. But what did the Bark Speeder get? Did the Bark Speeder get 3 and then all the Gunners? I don't know. Whatever. We'll get to that. Separatist plus PK Worker Droid is plus 10. Oh, sorry guys. Viper Recon Droid plus 3 to 9. Luke minus 10 to 165, so he's 175. Will not be getting a new AMG confirmed. Luke will not be getting a new card in April, which puts this decrease into a bit more context. This is all we're getting with Luke. Don't get me wrong, a 10-point cut is solid and probably makes him decent, but Luke has suffered a lot from the rule change over the years. Despite all his tools, he still feels a little outdated. I would have liked to see him get some more offensive beef like Anakin, another training slot so you can take both ITF and Tenacity, and some upgrades to his hand full setup of cards. Make it a little splashier, but 10 points is 10 points. Okay, that's pretty good. 2 IB Medical Droid plus 2 to 20, so it was 18. Empire, only one change here. But as my friends from 4280 like to say, the best Empire buffs are Gar nerfs, so be excited. The best buffs are when the Galactic Republic gets screwed. Oh, that's awful. I like that. Leave a like if you like his statement there. That's good. FX9 Medical Droid gets a plus 3 to 22. Recon, it was at 5, which I think originally it was only like 2 or 3. So it's gone from 2 or 3 to 5 to 8, which is nuts. Attack protocols get a plus 3, so they're both 5. A lot of nerfs to primarily Gar list archetypes. Some very minor stuff elsewhere. Overall, a solid placeholder update until we get the rest of the unit cards. And I'm excited that we'll get these every 6 months now, regular balance updates like this, even if it isn't a long list of changes. Show that AMG is paying attention and appreciates the effect unit balance has on enjoyment at all levels of the game. I like this, guys. Well thought out article as always. The Republic cost increases are insignificant and barely move the needle. Republic dominance will continue. I like that. Republic dominance will continue. Yeah, so I love Republic. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite factions. The faction that I really enjoy in the game the most. I just love clones. It's really good, and I want more cool stuff. But unfortunately, yeah, it's a lot of the rules updates have me concerned about the game. We're still gonna go through more of that stuff as we do more of these errata and rule updates, and we will have the unboxings once I get the units. I know they're gonna be late, guys. Don't hate me. I'm just trying to support my store. But thank you to the 5th Trooper. Check out their article because it is actually way more in-depth and appreciative of the game than AMG's own article. And they put the things. They put the numbers. That's all I wanted. That's all I want, AMG. Look at that. Look at that. Is that so hard to put in a PDF? You know, you could have done, like, you could have just done beside it in brackets, you could have plus 15 or minus 10, like in a bracket beside the points, so we know what the difference is, because our cards don't even show the right thing anymore. So, like, tell us where we were and where we're going. Like, that's it's like I said, like, you make an app and then the company makes an app, and the company's app is crap because they don't have the passion for the game that the player who made the free app has. So tell me what your guys' thoughts about this. Are you excited for these point changes? Do you think that they've really done a disservice to things like Yoda and other things that use the free actions to help melee guys get their steady, charge, relentless, and all that stuff like that? Or, you know, yeah, so basically, yeah, if it's not a unit's activation, they can't use any of that stuff, which is just ridiculous. First of all, steady, that should not be the case, because, like, I understand using a move action on another guy to get him into melee range and then use charge and relentless. I can understand being like, okay, well, that's not that unit's activation. But steady is like a placeholder. It's like, okay, I'm giving myself this token so that I can have an activation later. Basically, I'm giving part of my activation up so that I can potentially have an activation later. So I don't like that. I don't like it on steady, because I feel like that is dumb, because it basically destroys the whole purpose of steady as an action. Okay, we're never going to use this now because it sucks. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.